We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Miami Marlins. Steven Matz gets the call for Game 1 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, these players got in their cars today to drive to the stadium focused on one thing. Not who was going to be the hero, just the fact that they needed a W and that one of their teammates, whether it's them or someone else, has to come up with a big knock. I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
And there are our umpires. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Earl Hendricks.
Hey, D-Roll, Earl Hendricks, he's not a guy that gets a lot of complaints by either players or pitchers. He's a pretty good umpire.
Yeah, Dan, Earl's got a great track record in his sport. He's pretty consistent, and overall, he's been a fair umpire.
2-1 now. Lifetime numbers against Steven Matz. He's got 5 base hits in 23 at-bats. Hit back up the middle. Reined in. One there. On to first to complete the double play.
That is third. The left fielder, number 23, Corey Dickerson.
At the plate, Corey Dickerson. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
Swing and a liner, but this will find the shortstop's glove for the 3rd out of the inning. Nothing doing for the Marlins. And now the Mets offense will go to work for the first time. No score. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The shortstop, Ahmed
Fouled away.
Rosario.
Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
Wow, what makes it so tough to be a hitter is to be able to hit and change his speeds, right? You're geared up for the fastball, and all of a sudden, he pulls the string and throws you the straight change, the dreaded equalizer.
The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away, so now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
In the dirt, but swung on and missed. And the throw is there to record the first out. So the bases are empty with one man gone. And that'll bring up Robinson Cano. Cano waits on the first pitch. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1. Guys, this Marlins ball club, as they begin play here tonight, they've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
Yeah, guys, this is a dangerous team right now. Game 1 of a new series, coming off a sweep. Everybody's feeling good, swinging the bats red hot. This should be interesting.
Looking for back-to-back Ks to start the game. Now Cano swings and misses on a good 2-strike pitch there as he's retired for route number 2. Yoenis Cespedes striding in next. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. The pitch. Liner in there for a base hit.
Hard bullet single to left field on a pitch that was kind of middle down in the zone, D-Row, and he's going to have to make some better pitches than that one.
Yeah, if he's going to leave pitches over the heart of the plate, he's going to have a long night. The middle of this order does serious damage.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman. Cespedes leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And he misses, 2-1. And oh, he definitely broke the plane there as he went after the pitch inside, and it's strike two. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Mets leave one, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Second inning coming up, and Heidi Watney has an update for us on the weather forecast.
Matt, light rain is in the forecast throughout most, if not all, of the game, but I've been told it's not expected to cause any delays. The grounds crew will just need to make an effort to keep the field as dry as possible between innings, especially the heavy traffic areas like the pitching mound and around the bases.
Yeah, Heidi, thanks. And beyond keeping the surface playable, I'm sure you guys would agree, it's avoiding the stops and starts that becomes important in games like this one.
1-1. Yeah, 100%, Matty. The biggest thing is if you're going to be out there, you want to grind with the boys. You don't want your starting pitcher having to be sat down. You don't want to have to go inside for an hour and a half, 2 hours, and then get refocused and restarted up again. Matty, you're so focused out there, you just want to compete and see the game all the way through.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Conforto is there, and he has it for the out.
That is it. The third baseman, Brian Anderson.
Striding in, Brian Anderson. And you can see great numbers over the past few games. Here comes the first pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, Harold Ramirez.
So coming to the plate, Harold Ramirez. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. First delivery to him on the way. Wind up and the 0-2 pitch. Drilled right back up the middle. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield. So a nice job there to fight off an 0-2 pitch and keep the inning alive for at least one more batter.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that into memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
At the plate now, Lewin Diaz. Swing and a line drive. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. And this will find its way to the 335 sign. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate. And this is pretty cool, guys. Not only is that his first big league hit, it's also his first major league RBI. Not a bad way to get your career started.
Yeah, no doubt, Matty. He took care of the 2 first with 1 swing of the bat. So congrats to him on achieving something that's really special that he's worked so very hard for. He'll never forget this moment as long as he lives.
0-1 the count. A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2.
Make a good pitch right here and get your offense back in the dugout after only giving up 1 run.
Sent on the ground out to second. It's flagged down deep in the hole. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And that'll score the run from third as they go up 2-0 now.
Now that's second baseman, Jonathan Villar.
Standing in now, Jonathan Villar. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. And we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. Liner towards second. Well, this will be pulled in out there at second base, and that'll be that. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. Miami's out in front, 2-0. Stepping in, Michael Conforto. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike.
1-1.
Conforto behind, a ball and 2 strikes.
1-2.
The 1-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That's a classic piece of pitching right there. You have to back hitters away from the plate to make them a little bit uncomfortable. Now you can go inside or outside. I like that purpose pitch.
You got a full count.
Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now.
One thing's clear, he's not afraid to pitch inside, right? One pitch ducks him away, then he comes right back with another one. So clearly this pitcher, he's not afraid to work that inner half of the plate. And don't forget, he lost his last time out, so he wants to get off on the right foot here. The last thing he wanted was to walk the leadoff man.
Here comes the first pitch. Oh, double play ball to second. 4 to second for 1. On to first, and they get them both.
It's hard to do anything with a pitch like that that's below the zone. And if you do anything with it, most of the time, this will be the result. A double play on a good pitch down in the zone.
So base is empty now after the double play. And that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Eduardo Nunez. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. And it's fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. He's got it. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Mets go down quickly. They trail it here 2-0. Now in the box, Miguel Rojas. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And a first pitch slider is right there for strike 1.
Wow, I can't believe the hitter took that one. The pitcher absolutely got away with a hanger.
Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
Liner towards second. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit. And the Marlins have something cooking. It's a leadoff double.
And from the list of stats you never want to hear if you're a pitcher, we have this. It's only the 3rd inning, and he's already allowed more hits.
At the plate, Corey Dickerson, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. This is line to left, and that's in there. Base hit. Rojas blows through the stop sign, headed for home. He comes across to score as they extend their lead to 3.
Now batting, the catcher, Jorge Alfaro.
To the plate now, Jorge Alfaro. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. And he takes a called strike 1. 1-1. Now a hard liner. Foul. Oh, and this is hit high and deep out to left. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. Dickerson rounds third and is digging for the plate. The tag, and he's in there as they move on top 4-0.
That is what every manager is looking for out of the middle of his lineup. When you get your 3, 4, and 5 hitters producing this early in the season, it can be contagious. And everyone in the lineup starts to contribute.
Now the New York manager's up off the bench on his way to the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So as he leaves, I would imagine these fans would not be much pleased with his performance here this evening, as he certainly was not sharp. Michael Wacha is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the 3rd inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings.
Number 45, Michael Wacha.
In now, Brian Anderson shoots this one over to first, right to him. And it's a productive first out as that runner's able to advance 90 feet up to third here. Matt Harvey is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the 3rd inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. Harold Ramirez will be his first assignment, and he's got a tough spot here with the runner at third and only one gone. From the stretch, swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble, but that'll be off the wall in right center. He's in at second safely, as also on the play a run comes across to score. So now to the plate, Lewin Diaz, as the first pitch misses high and inside for ball one. Diaz, 23 years old. He's in his rookie year here at the big league level. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. 3 runs already home here. Weekly hit towards first. Fielded cleanly, and he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Now back, the center fielder.
So that'll bring in Monty Harrison next. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Jumped ahead with strike 1 there, and that's something he's going to do a lot of in this start. He doesn't have lights out stuff, so it's important for him to be pitching ahead and have the hitters on their heels.
Slider. Ooh, thought he had him, but it's 1-2.
This is a huge at-bat right here. He wants to get this guy and have the pitcher lead off next inning without question.
High in the air out to center field. Nimmo in pursuit. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Marlins 5 and the Mets nothing. And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
And this is high, a ball and a strike. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out. So the base is empty here with 1 away, and that means the pitcher will bat next, Matt Harvey. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Well, he kind of tipped his hand right there. His approach is obviously sitting on the off speed because he was so late on that first pitch heater.
Grounded back up the middle. Reined in. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting, the shortstop, Ahmed Rosario.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and up next will be the shortstop, Ahmed Rosario. First pitch of the at-bat.
Ball.
Now the 1-0. Swing and a flare hit toward right, and that'll get down for a base hit.
The third baseman, number 20.
Robinson Cano will grab a bat next. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
2 takes, and now he's down 0-2. I'm not sure, but he may have been taking to give the guy at first a chance to run.
Outside.
Well, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye, 1-2. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2. Lifted down the line in left. After it is Dickerson. And they can't run it down. A runner on first with 2 away. That's lifted the other way out to left. Dickerson is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Mets strand 1. Welcome back to Flushing, Queens. Before we get back to baseball, let's check in with Heidi.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Don Mattingly about the Marlins' offensive production, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Looking at the numbers, they currently have 4 hits coming from at-bats where they were behind in the count. That indicates that these guys are absolutely battling at the plate and making it very difficult for the opposition to get them out.
All right, Heidi, thank you. So striding in, Caleb Smith as we begin the top of the 4th.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Here's a high pop-up. Rosario waits on it. He's got it 1 away. Final line there for the Mets starting pitcher. And clearly he was off his game this evening.
Well, this one's really easy to dissect. Too many pitches left over the heart of the plate. 3 bombs allowed in this one. He's going to have to do a better job of throwing quality pitches down the road.
Jonathan Villar stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in his zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting. Shortstop.
Digging in once again, Miguel Rojas. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. Laid off the bender there, but it's in for a called strike.
That's a tough curveball right there to stay into as a lefty hitter. That ball looks like it's almost going to hit you, and it breaks over the inside half of the plate.
5 runs, 9 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Heading out towards shallow right. Conforto will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and here's Yoenis Cespedes. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning. First pitch of the at-bat. Swinging a hard liner to center field. Uh-oh, he missed it. He takes the turn and heads for second. Well, it's always daunting to know that you've got to deal with the 3, 4, 5 hitters to start out an inning, but even more so when the 3 hitter starts it out with a double.
Yeah, he's going to have to start making some good pitches to get out of this thing. Job number 1 is to get the next guy, and ideally you keep him from advancing the runner to third with less than 2 outs.
Fastball laid off well below the knees. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And he fouls this one off. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. One ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2 pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. The tag gets 1, but he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out.
Now batting.
Now at the plate, Michael Conforto. He drew a base on balls his first time up. From the belt, the pitch. Just off the outside as he can't catch the corner.
1-0.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Harrison moving back on it. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson Ramos.
So two are gone in the Mets half of the fourth, and next is the catcher Wilson Ramos. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Man, he's looking sharp so far. 80% of his first pitches are for strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
That's the ball.
This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Hit to third. He's got it. VR at the bag, and that retires the side. Mets leave one. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Digging in, Corey Dickerson. He'll begin things here against Matt Harvey.
23, Corey Dickerson.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Strike taken as the curveball drops into the bottom part of the zone. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. The 1-1 home. Fouled off. The 1-2. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. Into the upper deck, but foul. Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. But he's going to haul this one in on the run as he winds up just shy of the wall for the first out.
Now batting, catcher, Jorge Alfaro.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Jorge Alfaro. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. In the air to straightaway right. And he will run this one down, moving to his left, and that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting, third baseman.
Ready for another shot now, Brian Anderson. No hits to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Man, this guy's in a good groove right now. 7 straight retired. He's locked in.
And now pitch on the way.
No, that's out.
2 out, nobody on.
Right.
In there, 1 and 2 now. And now pitch on the way. Fly ball out to straightaway right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Wackney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Stepping in, Eduardo Nunez.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
No, that
takes a pitch high and away for ball 1. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Now the 2-1 pitch.
No, that missed. That's the ball.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
And the good. Fastball there finds the zone as the count goes full now. 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. And that misses. Ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway.
And you can tell by his body language that he's beyond frustrated by that call. He's got to be wondering what he's got to do, but the last thing he needs to do is to let it get under his skin. That will only make things worse.
Here's a slider to start things out. The 1-0.
Here.
Oh, looked like he was. Towing an anchor there. 1-2. From the stretch. Line drive base hit. And the throw in gets away from him. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, after that base knock right there, he's into double digits, Dero. That's a 10-game hitting streak.
Oh, you talking about double digits, Dan? Now it's getting firm. We're seeing the batting average go up. We're seeing the homers go up. We're seeing the RBIs go up. Everything is moving north.
Now batting. The pitcher,
into the box, Matt Harvey. And no surprise to see the pitcher squaring around as he gets this one down. Over to VR. on to first, not in time as he just hits the bag ahead of the throw.
Now batting, shortstop.
Back to the top of the order now, and up next will be the shortstop, Ahmed Rosario. First pitch on its way. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Big spot right here. Got to find a way to get back in this ball game and scratch a run across.
1-1 to the Mets leadoff hitter. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
Outside, ball.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With two guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And no one will track it down.
Ball.
And he comes back with one down and in for ball 3.
Count is full.
Waiting on deck here is Robinson Cano. Line drive to center field. Base hit, and that'll get a run in.
It's a grinder, AB. 3-2 changeup, and he's able.
Number 24, Robinson Cano.
Here's Robbie Cano now, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And he misses again to Cano. It's 2-0 now.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Liner in there for a base hit. And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with 1 away.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
Here's the first pitch to him. Heading out towards shallow right. Ramirez has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. But he changed his mind there as he broke for home, but ends up retreating back to third base safely.
Now batting, first baseman, Keith.
So our situation has the bases loaded. 2 men out. And up steps the power bat of Pete Alonso from the stretch. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
Hey, that's the kind of swing you'd like to see a guy take with the bases loaded. He's going for the downs.
Into center field, line drive base hit. 1 run scores. And the run is in to score from second. It's now a 5-3 ball game.
Dan, from a pitcher standpoint, that's a backbreaker. 2 out, 2 RBI base hit right there.
Awfully frustrating. You're trying to make some good pitches. You get 2 outs, and all of a sudden you give up that big base hit that drives in 2. Frustrating for a pitcher.
Next up from New York, Michael Conforto. He's got a chance to add on to what's already been a big inning for them.
Yeah, 2 on here and 3 on the board already. They've absolutely come out and forced the issue in this inning, Matt. A hit here could really fire up that dugout.
2 men are on with 2 men out. Fouled away. Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses, ball 2.
This inning hasn't gone the way he wanted it to, but it's not a total disaster yet. Sometimes pitching is about damage control, so if he can strand these guys out there, that would be pretty huge.
Popped him up. Anderson's got it, and the side is retired. So they pick up 3 runs on 4 base hits, no errors, and 2 left. 5 innings complete. It's the Marlins 5 and the Mets 3. Ready once again, Harold Ramirez. He's tasked with starting the Marlins 6th.
Harold Ramirez.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Starts him out with a slider for a strike. Bounce to first. Scooped up. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Lewin Diaz.
Now at the plate, Lewin Diaz. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First delivery to him on the way. That finds the zone, a called strike.
You have to understand, as the hitter right here, pitcher on the mound wants a quick inning. Anything over the heart of the plate, probably got to pull the trigger on.
1 out, nobody on. 1-1 now the count to the Marlins first baseman. The pitch. In there at the letters, 1-2 now. Now the pitch. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. High in the air out to center field. On the run is Nimmo. But he can't get there, and it bounces over the wall. It's a ground rule double.
Pretty good swing right there as he drives this ball deep. One hops over the wall, and he can just walk into second base with a ground rule double.
Into the box now, Monte Harrison, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. High and deep down the left field line. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Anytime you get rookies just breaking into the big leagues, you have to expect a certain amount of this. There aren't any easy at-bats at this level, and you really have to learn how to slow the game down in your head because everything feels like it's so much faster up here.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Giving chase is Nimmo. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. 1 left for Miami as they hang on to their 5-3 lead. Eliezer Hernandez enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th. First pitch on its way. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. Popped him up. Diaz is there for it. 1 away.
Now
1 away now for the Mets in the 6th, and that'll bring up the utility man, Eduardo Nunez. First offering on its way. Popped up. Diaz has room in foul territory, and this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Little too much bite on the slider that time, taken outside. Now a changeup hit on the ground to shortstop. Fielded cleanly. Throw gets him. 2 down.
the center fielder, number 9, Brandon Nimmo.
So here's Brandon Nimmo. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Now a big swing, and this ball is rushed out to deep center field. Into the Big Apple seats and gone. So it's a solo shot to dead center. Second home run early in the year. As they pull within 1 here, it's now a 5-4 game.
There's an old saying in the game. They say solo homers won't kill you. This might be a good time for a mound visit right here. Try and erase those negative thoughts and get right back in the zone. You still have the lead.
At the plate now, Matt Harvey. As he'll send the first one he sees on the ground to second. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Mets draw a hair closer thanks to the solo home run. Top of the order due up to start. New inning set to get underway, so the batting order turns over now and set to go Jonathan Villar, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. And that's taken for strike one. High in the air out to center field. Nimmo has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
Up next for the Marlins, the shortstop, Miguel Rojas.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Watches a fastball right there for strike one. Curveball hit on the ground to shortstop. Rosario's got it cleanly. On to first, and it's a quick start to the seventh, as now there are two away.
Up next for the Marlins.
Settling in now, Corey Dickerson. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And he gets ahead 0-1.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
Oh, 0-2, here it comes. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Listen, I'm not trying to make up an excuse, but this is this guy's fifth inning of work in this game out of the bullpen. Are you kidding me? Nobody goes 5 innings anymore.
He pulls this one into right. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. So the top of the seventh isn't over yet after the 2-out base hit. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out. And up next will be the big catcher, Jorge Alfaro.
I mean, that has to frustrate the guy on the mound right there. You get him down 0-2, no put-away pitch, works the count back to neutral, and is able to mix in a base hit. Nice job.
Strike two.
There seem to be different philosophies on it, so Dan, what was your approach in 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is throw non-competitive pitches, Matt. Throw something down in the zone.
And the shortstop is under it to make the play, retiring the side. Marlins leave one. They lead it 5-4.
Seventh inning stretch.
Now back to the top of the Mets order, digging in Ahmed Rosario. He'll be the man to lead things off here in the bottom of the seventh. Here's the pitch. And that's by him. It's 0-1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. And that misses 1-1. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. This is flared out towards second. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
The third baseman, number 24, Robinson Cano. Your attention, please.
So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen.
Adam Cano.
Robinson Cano, the next to dig in. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
1-0.
The 1-0 is taken for ball 2.
Well, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
Yeehaw!
Breaking ball drops right in the chute for a strike. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Swing and a miss, and the count goes full, 3-2.
I'm interested to watch this next pitch right here. He got a swing on a high fastball. I wonder if he's going to pull the old Plesac and climb the ladder.
And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Number 52.
So a runner at first now with one away. And up next, the big RBI-minded bat of Yoenis Cespedes. The tag will get him coming back to first. It's a double play, and the inning is over.
Leading off for Miami, the third baseman.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And a diving effort, but it's out of his reach, a foul ball. Fastball called for strike 2.
0-2.
Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
People always talk about how important getting the leadoff man on base is, and it's true. So in the 8th inning of a one-run game, that's a really nice job of attacking a hitter and sending him packing.
And that's high for a ball, 1-0. Hard hit toward the hole. And a base hit into left field, so they've got themselves a one-out base runner.
Yeah, that hard hit single right there. That's clean. 3 for 4. He's looking locked in.
At the plate, Lewin Diaz. He's running. Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. And off the batter's eye for a home run. An impressive shot to dead center field. So that's his first home run in the big leagues, and it's fair to say it's a moment he'll never forget.
Well, there's no doubt about that, Matt. People ask him 50 years from now who he hit it off of and what stadium he was playing in, and he'll remember it all. Heck, he'll probably remember.
And as I thought might be the case based on how close that play was, they're requesting a chance to review the replay and decide whether or not to challenge the safe call.
Yeah, Matt, definitely a close play right there. And we're going to take another look at it right here. Boy, that's just so...
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for that play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play.
All right, so here's one final look at it. Now remember, there has to be indisputable video evidence in order to overturn the...
And we'll get our answer here as the headsets come off, and the runner is safe. So the ruling is confirmed, and they'll lose the ability to challenge for the remainder of the game. Francisco Cervelli will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and one gone in the inning. Nunez calls for it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The batter, number 2, second baseman.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and the switch hitter Jonathan Villar will be the next to bat. Late swing and a ball line foul into the seats past the third base dugout. Oh, and he leaves the fastball up there. Mistaken location. He is going to pay for it dearly as that ball is sent over the wall. A home run.
Well, he thought he was just about out of this inning. Then the ball leaves the bat, and he's thinking, please go foul. But no such luck. Right off the foul pole for a 2-run homer. Sometimes this sport just isn't fair.
Behind 0-2 now. Rolled slowly down the third baseline, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. Ryan Stanek is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom.
Number 55, Ryan Stanek.
Here comes the first pitch. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1.
Hey, I know he's aware he can't tie the game with one swing of the bat, but maybe he's just trying to excite the boys and get one on the board.
Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now. And he chased it in the dirt. Alfaro is after it. He'll throw down to first, 1 away.
The right fielder,
Into the box now, Michael Conforto. 0 for 2 with a walk for him so far. First delivery to him on the way. And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double. When that one left the bat, I wasn't sure where it was going to come down. Thought it might have a chance.
Yeah, same here, man. It kind of got lost high in the sky before it one-hopped the fence for an extra base hit. During the daytime, that thing probably would have carried out of here, but you can't complain too much about a double.
And that'll bring up Wilson Ramos. In the dirt here. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. Runner at second here with 1 man out. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1.
His heater's got some late ride through the zone. A lot of late swings right now. You're only going to get to that pitch if you get the front foot down early.
On a line, that's a base hit. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield.
Boy, there's another opposite base hit right there, Dero. He's turning April showers into May Fowlers right now.
There's no doubt about it. This guy has gotten off to a hot start, but it's his ability to use the whole field. That's what's made the difference. He's not just pull happy or trying to push everything the other way. He's taking what the pitcher's giving him.
He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. 2-0. To Eduardo Nunez.
2 balls, no strikes.
Two balls and a strike.
2-1.
I kind of like the aggressive attitude right here. I know he's in a jam. What does he do? He goes to his best stuff, and that's the fastball.
Almost got him to go around, but instead it's ball 3. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. VR is there. 2 down.
The center fielder, number 9, Brandon Nimmo.
Digging in and looking for more, Brandon Nimmo. And Dan, this could be a real make-or-break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
A ball and a strike.
1-1.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
A ball and 2 strikes now.
I always felt 0-2 you had to cover away. If a guy's going to bury you in 3 times in a row, you tip your cap and walk back to the dugout, because that's not easy to do.
Nimmo with an even count of 2-2 now.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
Full count.
This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate. And he misses with it for ball 4, so the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news? A single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Jeff McNeil will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 6.
Fastball just inside. Looking at his lifetime numbers, McNeil is carrying around a sparkling slugging percentage up over 500. Obviously a huge threat every time he grabs a bat. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
And it's fouled away. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Shin high. That's taken for a ball.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
And he strikes him out. So a missed opportunity at the plate as he strands 3 runners. John Franco enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th.
John Franco.
Standing in, Corey Dickerson. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. And he fouls this one off. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a check swing here. Did he go around? No, says third base umpire Clyde Washington. It's ball one. Sent in the air out to straightaway center.
Waiting on it is Nimmo.
Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting, catcher, Jorge Alfaro.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jorge Alfaro. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Fouled off. Bases are empty, one man out. Hit in the air down the right field line, but this will wind up being a foul ball. Now the pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center.
Nimmo in pursuit.
He makes the running play. 2 down.
The batter, the third baseman.
Striding into the box, Brian Anderson. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in the setback.
Hit hard down the line. Grounded up the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they go down without a whimper here to the bottom. Drew Steckenrider, the 6'5" right-hander, takes over on the mound.
Number 71.
All set for the bottom of the ninth. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Ahmed Rosario. He was a ground-out victim last time up. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Fouled away. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. In there, a base hit.
You think he's not setting the tone for this series right there? Third knock of the night, and we're only in game 1. This could be huge.
Stepping in now, Robinson Cano. Strike called, now the throw down. And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang on to it. Cano waiting on the 0-1. Strike taken to throw. And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang on to it. The runner in scoring position with none out. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
He wasn't even close to swinging right there. That was a stone-cold take.
Rolled slowly to first. And they'll only be able to get the out at first here as the run is in to score from third.
They get the run there, but this late in the game with the lead in hand, you'll definitely trade it out for a run. That doesn't mean a whole lot.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Ball 1. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
That swing had one purpose, and that was to put the ball over the wall. I guess he doesn't have much to lose with his team down. This
is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. A solo home run here off the bat of Yoenis Cespedes. Number 10 for him on the year. And just like that, it's down to a 3-run ball game. Guys, we've seen 4 big balls between the two teams so far today. What are your impressions of the long ball display we're watching?
Yeah, Matty, you don't see this very often, Deaver, when it's cold and chilly like this. Wind blowing in a little bit, but we're still seeing a lot of home runs.
Yeah, Dan, I can't explain it. Let's just tip our hats to both offenses right now because they came to play. Moving traffic against this cold weather, not easy to do.
Pete Alonso comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Now here's the pitch.
The last thing you want to do when you've got a 3-run lead in the ninth is give the other guys any sense of hope. It's a good time to challenge here on 2-0, especially since there's a good chance he's taking until he gets a strike.
3-0 to him now. Now here it comes. And, oh, he thought that was ball 4, but it's called a strike. 3-1 now. The pitch.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
Hit hard on the ground to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Well, I think he got away with one right there. It was a fastball right down the middle, and he hit it hard, but he couldn't elevate it at all. Would have been a different story if he did.
Digging in, Michael Conforto. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth. First offering on its way. Bounce to the right into the loaded up infield. And he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over.
4 wins in a row for these guys, and I'm sure they're feeling pretty good about themselves. We'll see how long they can keep this up.
9-6, the final tally in this one. The Marlins took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Caleb Smith takes the win on the mound, his second of the year. Steven Matz only completed 2 innings and is charged with the loss. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First, for the victorious Miami Marlins, 9 runs on 15 hits. No errors. They left 5 men on base. For the Mets, 6 runs on 12 hits. No errors. They left 9 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 59 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home.